after I posted my video about all the different techniques and also about double right angle weave, someone said, "Oh, that's great. What can you do with this?" And although I'm just only thinking and dreaming about double right angle weave in the past 5-6 years, obviously not everybody is like that. So I thought, okay, I'm going to make a little show and tell and show you what you can do with double right angle weave. To make it short, for those who don't have any time to keep going with this video, all of this you can do with double right angle weave. But for those who have a little bit of time, I will take you on a little journey. Because the main thing that I like about double right angle weave is the fact that it is a very flexible and very sturdy stitch in one. So to show you what I mean, this is a hollow sphere. Let me see whether you can get a little closer here. This is a hollow sphere. And you can see here the double right angle weave units. So the structure of this piece is based on a grid of double right angle weave units. And it's completely sturdy, although it's hollow. So this is where double right angle weave can be very, sturdy. And then the other thing is this piece here, and then I have to back up a little bit again because it's a little bit bigger. It's a pompadour bag. And you know these bags made in netting, and after a short period of time, they simply start falling apart. And this piece is made in double right angle weave. And I added several embellishments to just give it a certain shape. But as you can see here, it's a drawstring bag. So it's soft enough to make it a drawstring bag. And I have this piece here in my living room, so I often play with it. Like with all of my beadwork, it's just lying around somewhere, and I often play with it. And you can see it's really, I can just bend it in certain parts, and other parts got these structural elements on top. So that's why this is so flexible, and at the same time it stays in shape. See, when I pull the drawstring tight here at the top, it still stays in shape, and it has this little nice cute bag structure. If you're looking for the pattern, all of the pieces that I'm showing you here, there are patterns on my website. This one is called Don't Stop Me Now, because it takes a little time to make all these double row units. But it's a very nice pattern and a very nice project. Now, I have to make a little cut in the video because, believe it or not, I forgot the name of this one. Just a second, I'll be back. Here we go. It's called Everglow. Everglow is the name of this sphere. This is also available as a pattern, and I think there's still the one or the other kit in this colorway. This is the royal blue or so. I don't know exactly. Anyway, but that's not the purpose of this video. Now let us have a look at pieces that I made in the beginning. When I started working with double right angle weave, this is one of these classics. It's not pure double right angle weave. This is a combination of double right angle weave and chenille stitch that I was using. So everything that you see here was horizontal, like this these green beads here, and also in the back, the brown beads also. Everything that's horizontal is double right angle weave, and all the things that are vertical are chenille stitch. But I'm going to make a video about the combination of these two stitches later on in a separate section, advanced stitches, where how you can mix different stitches. There's still a long list of videos that I want to make. So this video is called this piece is called The Girl of the North Country, if you're interested in that one. It's a bracelet, and it's very sparkly, as you can see. But here I was working with double right angle weave in 2 layers. You see, there's one layer here in the bottom and one layer on the top. And then in the combination with the chenille stitch, suddenly this flexible stitch becomes sturdy enough with the embellishments on top as well, so that I could make a bracelet like this. And you see, it's not bending in that direction, it's only curving in that direction because I have these thinner parts in the design. Now, Another piece that I made in the or to put it in the same section. This is called Evergreen. And you see here the base with the double right angle weave structure. And then on the top, I have all kinds of embellishments. And this is something that I love about double right angle weave, depending on what you're doing. For example, down below this one here, these little wheels are spinning. Below this one here, there is a cubic right angle weave structure where you start these round bead bezels from. And then in other points, I started netting from the base. So double right angle weave is a perfect base to start all kinds of embellishments on. Now, another thing where double right angle weave can be partnered with, or another stitch, this is the cubic right angle weave. And you see here, this bracelet is called ribbons, obviously, because you have a lot of ribbons that are interlacing here. And you see it's completely sturdy. I'm really just wobbling on this, and not sturdy in that way, but it's very stable. It's super flexible. Yeah, but in between these ribbons, there are connectors that you can't see here right now. There are connectors between this ribbon, where this ribbon and this ribbon is crossing, where there's a cubic right angle weave unit in between. So they are joined by a cubic right angle weave unit, and that makes this very, very fancy bracelet. And I just added some buttons here to embellish it, and otherwise it's really just the beaded structure, and I'm a big fan of beaded structures. A very, very big part of the pieces that I made, no, we're not going to the spheres right away. First, I go to the boxes. There are two boxes that I want to show you that I made with double right angle weave, and you can see here on the edge, by just kind of rolling up the edge here with a double right angle weave stitch, you have a very firm opening here and a very firm structure. This is a little box where skeptic heart it is called box, or a little it's a little box. And you see this is also based on double right angle weave, but you see here there's a double right angle weave 5 unit here as my starter, so that's why this is a pentagon shape here at the top as well. And the thing was, it's always the question how you make a particular order of steps. So in the very beginning, as usual, when you do peyote boxes, for example, I was starting my pieces on the bottom and then started to work my way up. And then double row can be a real needle bender if you do it like this. And with this box, this was the second one where I did that. There's another box where I did the same kind of trick. I just started here with the belly of that piece, and I embellished the belly of the piece as a strip when it was just like a bracelet, like an embellished bracelet like this, where it's flexible, where you can just bend everything. You can easily get to all the beads, embellish them. And then after that, I took care of the top and the bottom edge. And in that way, it's a very pleasant way to make, although when it's finished, it's really like rock solid. But as long as you're working on it, it's still soft, and so you can still get easily through the beads. So this is the one box, and the other box, this is this one. It's called the Proud box, just proud, because I was proud as a peacock when I finished it. Because I started with the lid first, and you can see here all the double row units in the lid, and I had all this embellishment, and then I had to build the box matching the lid. And when I started the box, I started here in the equator line, in the belly line and everything, and it was really like whether my math is working out or whether I have to redo the lid completely. And at the end, when I just put my lid on top of the box, I was really proud as a peacock because it worked out. I didn't have to cut the lid apart. This is also a piece that would have deserved the name Don't Stop Me Now, because it takes a while. It's a lot of beading in there. But this is still one of the pieces where I was working with this double layer, double raw and chenille stitch combination. So we have double layers. All the constructional parts are double layers of double right angle weave. And here only the floor, you see the floor of the box is just single layer. So you could you see the difference in the consistency. And in this double layer part, everything is sturdy. So this was this one period with the double layer things, and then I made something that it was not in a bracelet. It was in a bracelet that I don't have here. But actually, what I figured was, do I always have to make this whole chenille stitch frame in between these two layers? Or can these layers also be joined in a different way? And this is what I did in this box. This box is called A Song in Your Heart, or it's like rather like a little bowl. It's called A Song in Your Heart. And here, you have to believe me, the walls are thinner than in the Proud Box. So the Proud Box has these more robust walls, and here the walls are thinner, and part of the thing that is holding the construction in shape are these rivolis. But still, it's mainly double right angle weave, a little bit of chenille stitch, but not as much as it was in the Proud Box. And yet it is sturdy. This is, by the way, a workshop project of mine. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you, besides this one ball that I showed you in the beginning, which is like a dodecahedron, for those who want to know, I figured that if I'm not just starting with a frame and then embellish the frame, what if I put larger pieces in a bigger frame? So these pieces are separate constructions, if you like, and if I put them in a big chenille double right angle weave frame, but actually here these main lines, they are still double right angle weave chenille combination, and this is what I did here. So that gave me lots of freedom in the construction compared to this little guy here. This is called Spring. I forgot the name of this one, I'm sorry, but you find it on my website. It's rather in the beginning of the project. Anyway, but if we have a look at this is from my first generation of 3D constructions, like the symmetry ball also, where there was always a right angle weave grid, double layer structure, chenille frames here in every opening, and I was embellishing these chenille frames with beads along the outline, and these beads along the outline were the parts that brought the stability to the frames. So the size of the frame was rather limited, because from a certain size they are not stable enough anymore that you can just stabilize them with these single beads. These chatons here, they are just like the chatons in this bracelet. They are on top of the base. Yeah, so there's a double raw base underneath. The same is for this chaton bezel. So that was the big skip in the generation. So this piece, if you look, we have a huge frame. We have embellished pieces that are just the placeholders in the frame instead of just having beads along the outline. I'm surely not done experimenting with double right angle weave. I just love it way too much for that. And there will be more things to come, as there will be more videos to come. I hope you enjoyed this little show and tell, and I wish you a great weekend. And don't forget to sign up for my YouTube channel. Bye-bye.